Hello and welcome to our channel. I'm Danielle.
And I'm Stephanie.
And together we clean homes for free. Am I doing this bit?
Yeah, it looked like you were going
In today's video, we did this clean together, but this is just going to be of me cleaning the kitchen. We will release Steph cleaning the bathroom
next week.
I wasn't sure if we were going to maybe release it another day, but next week. So we went into this house and we decided let's take a room each because the rooms were very small and having two people in with two cameras, it just wasn't logistically going to work out for us. So yeah, we just decided to take a room each, and I, being the nice person I am, let Steph have the bathroom.
So Danielle wasn't feeling great on this clean, and so I had said, well, you can decide which room you want. And she walked into the bathroom and she was like, Steph, come and see the bathroom. You're going to want to do that. And I was like, are you sure? Because the kitchen looks like a big job. I don't mind doing it. She was like, no, you need to see this bathroom. You're going to love it. You're going to insist. And then I seen the bathroom and I was like, yeah. You know me so well.
Which you will get to see that next week. And that's just some food. She had this really cool like corner thing that fitted in the side of her sink, which, by the way, I've never seen a sink like this before. Steph has never seen a sink like this before. I think it's such a funky, like, two sinks. It's very convenient.
Yeah, the corner draining board is such a good use of space, because usually in a kitchen the corners are kind of like
not used.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the word, but yeah, like just
and you have to kind of put something in there, but if you don't want to, like, I kind of put stuff at an angle in the corner, but I feel like it does waste a lot of space.
Yeah, because a lot of people maybe put a microwave in the corner, but and I've done that as well, but it just messes with me. I don't like having a square thing
on an angle. You don't like things being at angles. I like things being at angles. I've noticed that.
So this was an interesting sink, and we're interested to know if anybody else has seen a sink like this.
Or has a sink like this.
Especially if you're in the UK, because we've never come across one like this.
No.
But it was fun. There was no plugs though, was there?
No, there wasn't, which was a bit of an issue, but she had this really cool tabletop dishwasher.
Yeah.
Which you'll see me give that a wipe down later, but so that was quite cool. So I put most of the dishes in there, and it was just the kind of pots and pans that I eventually cleaned in the sink. That I didn't want to put in there, and obviously there was too much stuff to kind of put in there at one go. The only thing about the dishwasher, it takes like 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Really? That doesn't seem very economic.
I know. Economical.
Yeah, is that the word?
Economical. I think it's economical. Well, so do you mean if you're maybe one person and you're like doing your dishes at night time so they're clean for the next day, but if you're a family, I'd say anything over 2 people.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be really.
Well, so just a little bit about this house and its resident. So it is just one person that lives here, and she is autistic, and what was the thing that she said? Pathological. What was it? This is going to annoy me.
Do you want me to try and find it?
It's on my phone.
Alright, okay, so it is.
That's not the one we're using though. Avoidance demand? Pathological avoidance demand? Is that a thing? It's something like that. So I think that's basically where she will do other things to avoid doing
other things.
I'm not explaining this very well. I didn't look it up. It's just from my experience of it. Because I know somebody else that has this, and they just struggle to do something. They will lie in bed for days because they can't bring themselves to do certain things. So the person that I know that has it, they are quite young and they struggle with getting up and going to school because they have this pathological avoidance thing. I can't remember what it's called officially. Anyway,
I would try and help you, but it's on your phone, so I've not even seen these messages.
So she has that, and she says she possibly has ADHD, but she's not diagnosed with ADHD. She is diagnosed with the avoidance thing and autism. And the reason that we came out to do this house, because she was on our list, but she wasn't like at the top of the list, and then she messaged and says, my landlord has contacted me, he's coming out for an inspection, and she was panicking, rightly so, because if we hadn't gone and helped, I think she would likely have been in trouble with the landlord. But it was quite nice because, so this was the evening clean that we did last week that we were saying we would never do an evening clean again because we would die in the next day. Yeah. But the nice thing is, she actually messaged me a couple of days. Yeah. Well, I messaged her and says, how did the inspection go? Because I'm nosy as hell. And I was like, I know this person. I was like, okay, tell me. It went well. But the nice thing is that she sent us a photo of the room that we never got to. We kind of did a little bit of the living room. We took out like the there was a lot of cardboard and we took that out. But that was all we kind of got done in the living room. And so she sent me a photo of the living room and it looked like a completely different house. She had done so well.
Yeah, it looked so clear and bright, and I don't know, I think it makes that gives us like that nice feeling from these things, is like seeing that someone's had that encouragement to kind of go on and make further improvements for themselves.
Yeah, because often it's because people are so overwhelmed with the amount that there is to do. So us going in there and even just doing the kitchen and the bathroom was enough to make it less overwhelming for her then to go on and do the living room. And that was just so nice to see. So, okay, Danielle, what was your favourite thing about this clean?
The extractor fan thing above the cooker, which you will see later. I actually ended up having to grab the camera, so it is a little bit not off focus, but I'm moving it a little bit because it was too high up to put the camera anywhere. And then I was like, I can't actually see what I'm cleaning, so I had to use the camera whilst filming to actually look at what. But it was very satisfying. Awesome. So that was probably my favourite part.
And your least favourite part?
Cat hair. Yeah. I think, you know what, see, when there's a lot of cat hair and you go to wipe even like the front of a cabinet and it just like, it gets wet and then it just starts smearing, you try and rinse your cloth out and you try and clean it again, you're just smearing more cat hair everywhere.
And you were using I
ended up switching cloth halfway through, and it was one of those, they're kind of like, I don't know what shape.
I would say, like, do you know those traditional car sponges?
It's it's kind of like that, but a lot not as thick as a car sponge.
Are they called like microfiber pads?
Something like that, but one side's for drying and one side's for cleaning. And I did realise that using that, the hair doesn't, it sticks to it, but it's easy enough to get the hair off of it.
Yeah.
So I think in future, if we have any pet, like houses with pets, especially cats, or do you know, and dogs, that's both the same. I want to get more of them.
And we've seen this hack where if you're wearing rubber gloves and you wet the gloves, and you can then use that to like wipe down furniture or like fabric things to get pet hair off them. So we'll maybe try that in a home. I quite like watching you clean this cooker.
I had to go back to it a few times because it was just really, and you know what, it wasn't even perfect when I finished. But I was in such a small space, I really didn't want to spray any more oven cleaner on it. Like, every time I had to spray oven cleaner on, I had to leave the room. Because it was such a small space, and even with the window open, it's just too... What's the word? Chemically toxic. Toxic to be standing next to it or doing something else while that was kind of setting.
Once our supply of this oven cleaner is gone, we're swapping to this other oven cleaner that we found that is a liquid spray rather than a aerosol.
Yeah.
Is that what this is? Aerosol. So we'll try that and see how we get on. And then there's also, you can use a paste of, I think it's the bicarb soda or baking soda or something. There's like a paste that you can make and try that way. Or traditional, Fairy Up liquid.
I think Fairy Up liquid for anything that's really greasy, or like I swear by Fairy Up liquids. Like I use that on everything. Even like my sink, my like stainless steel hob, like I use Fairy liquid for everything. I use it for my high gloss cabinets in my kitchen. It's really good for that. You can't really go wrong. It's a degreaser, and it's soap. Yeah. So. Kind of tackles all the areas you want it to.
Yeah.
In this kitchen, I really, really had to do the like step by, like tackle a bit by bit. Like usually I'm not good at doing that, but just because it was such a small area I was working with, it was like a wee square and then you had the bunkers all around you. That was kind of what I was working with. I really had to do
I really like that blue tile.
Step by step. Yeah,
It's so nice. It was funny actually, because when she sent the photos to us originally, normally we get the photos and then we get to the house and the house is a lot worse than the photos. But this time the photos of the kitchen looked huge. Like it looked like such a big kitchen, and then we got there and you could probably put your arms out and spin in a circle and that's the size of the kitchen. Yeah. So that was really interesting. What's this thing?
I think it's a rice cooker.
Oh, I've never actually seen a rice cooker. I just cook rice in a pot on the pan or microwave
that, yeah,
rice.
But I just get the microwave stashes of rice now.
Sometimes I do, but it depends how many people I'm cooking for, because a microwave packs of rice are only good for like 2 people. Yeah.
1 or 2. I mean, I could eat a whole pack to myself.
If you stick other stuff on the plate though.
Yeah, I could still eat the whole pack.
Although, right, and this is going to be really gross, but I seen a post on Facebook. And it was like, do you know how sometimes you can post on the pages of supermarkets? Yeah. So somebody had posted to Lidl saying, with a picture,
I'm not
right?
sure I want to know.
You don't, but I'm going to tell you anyway. They posted a picture of like the microwave rice that they'd cooked with the caption like, can you explain how this mouse got in our rice?
What?
We didn't notice, and now our kitchen smells like rotten, and my wife is thrown up. And I'm like,
no.
Well, the thing is, right? They obviously
didn't. Yes,
like, they didn't follow the instructions.
Break up the rice.
Yes.
So how?
Well, that was my first thought. Well, they didn't follow the instructions because you're meant to break it up, and surely they would have felt the lump of the mouse. But anyway, so that's maybe put me off microwave rice for a little while.
But as long as you're breaking that rice up, you're going to feel the lump of the mouse.
But if mice can get in, what else can get in? It's just freaking me out. And now I'm traumatizing you too, because if I have to suffer, so do you.
But is that just like Lidl's own brand? Like, I'm sure Uncle Ben's wouldn't have that kind of...
Well, I don't know. I'll need to go back and look at the picture and tell you if it was Uncle Ben's.
No,
I'm gonna.
Don't.
Yeah. Just because it's funny. So yeah, obviously Danielle was doing the kitchen and I was doing the bathroom, and we were just going to put it in one video, but it turned out to be longer than we thought when we kind of broke it down, because you guys like it when we slow the cleaning down. So I could have sped it all up a bit more and fit in the bathroom clean, but we thought, well, we'll just divide it into 2. And you'll be happy to know that also will be ASMR versions of these. But rather than releasing them tomorrow, because we're recording this voiceover on the day this video is going to be released. So rather than releasing the ASMR version tomorrow, I'm going to leave it a couple of days and then release it. And just see if that helps our statistics a little bit, because I don't know if people just hated us on the live again, or if Danielle's rubbish video editing last week. Yeah. But either way, we lost a lot of subscribers.
I was thinking about this, and is it because that video was so short?
No, because statistically, people usually prefer shorter videos.
Okay.
The thing is, I don't mind longer videos, because if you don't have time to watch the whole video, you can go back to it, and that's what I do.
So it's just my shoddy editing then it's done.
Well, either that or because I captioned that video, should we fire Danielle?
It's them. They're not liking you.
Yeah, they're not liking me for saying
They're like, how could you get rid of hashtag Team Danielle?
Yeah, they're leaving ready to join your own channel. But no, I had a question actually for the audience, right? And I thought about it earlier, and now it's gone out of my head. What was it? Yes, that was it. So we have a little collection of footage now on our computer that I haven't lost, thank God. Touch wood. There's no wood in here. But
touch my head.
Yeah. But yeah, so we have a little collection of footage now. So we might take a little cleaning break over Christmas and then just release the footage. So first of all, I dyed my hair today. It's not the vibrant colour that I wanted, but it is a different colour. So if you see me with one colour hair in a video and then I'm back to the brown in another video, it's because the video was filmed a while back. Anyway, I'm digressing. So my question is, some of the videos are just houses that we've gone in and just organised and decluttred and tidied. And then other videos are videos where we've done full-on rubbish removals and cleans. And then other videos are kind of a bit of both. Obviously, we're going to release all of them regardless of your guys' answer, but I'm just curious, what do people actually prefer? I really just like whatever has the biggest transformation. So whether we're going in and decluttering an entire room, or whether we're going in and we're scrubbing 5 years of grime, whatever has the biggest transformation is what I like to see. But I'm just curious because I know that the stats on the Monica closet video that we did were a lot lower, but the angles were not good in that video.
Yeah.
So that might have been it. So I'm just curious, what does everybody prefer to watch?
Do you know what I do think? If I was able to get a camera into that actually, like that actual cupboard, it would have been better.
Yeah.
Because you would have seen me slowly taking out how it was all shoved in there and slowly taking it all out.
Because it was just kind of me standing, sorting through boxes, which isn't that satisfying to look at. But maybe if it's an organisation video, you know, like people do the time lapse where it's like really sped up and you see the whole room. I love watching them. Yeah, not slowly, quickly. It's just like boom, done. Wish that was like that in real life.
It's coming up.
You're so excited for this bit, aren't you? I tried to slow this bit down as well so that the camera's not moving as much.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't really have any other option but to just pick it up and like I said, like it was too high for me to, even on my tiptoes I couldn't even see above it, so I was like, no, I'm gonna have to use the camera, which was clever thinking, fast thinking as well, I think, from my part.
Yeah,
Shall
definitely.
I say so myself? Yeah, this is probably like my favourite. Yeah, this bit
here.
Yeah.
So is that just grease?
That was just grease.
Greasy dust?
Yeah. And I ended up, so I was trying to wipe it off with a cloth as you just seen, but then I ended up using fairy liquid and a scurry thing and it just came right off.
Oh, yeah, this is quite satisfying.
And then the wipe.
So yeah, the question I just asked about the organisation versus cleaning, I thought you'd be like a solid like cleaning because you really like to see the wipe.
It's the wipe, yeah. But no, for me it's like I like to watch it, but you know me, like I'm not one that watches long videos. I'm like just a quick transformation, and like I even like just before and after photos, just seeing the difference is.
See, I like seeing the process.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, if you didn't see the difference at the end, like I don't like the videos that don't show you before and afters. Like that's why I don't like last week's video because we didn't really do that. But you still got to see the afters. I just kind of like seeing that when it transforms into the after. Is that all tea?
Yeah.
Different types of tea?
Yeah, and I was trying to find a better place to put it, and then I was like, do you know what, she's got it next to her kettle, it's probably where she wants it to be. So yeah, it's just different types. There was like a few boxes that had just a couple in it, and they had like a matching box, so I just kind of, what's the word?
I can never condense.
Yeah, kind of condensed them into no.
I know what you mean. I just don't know the word. Put it all together in one.
It begins with a C. I know it does. Consolidate.
That's the one. Yay! We got there. I would have just still been thinking about that later on.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, I need to think about it because I do it all the time. I'm forgetting words all the time, and then I'm like, what was that word?
Do you know what? Right. So, do you ever have like a really random thought just come into your head out of nowhere, and it's like, so I was in the bath the other day and just randomly started thinking about this series that I watched years ago, and every so often this thought comes into my head about this series, right? It just out of nowhere comes into my head, and so I got out of the bath, not because of this thought, but I was getting out of the bath anyway, and I went through to my husband and I just went off on this absolute rant about this plot hole point in this series, right? Because it just comes into my head every few years. Have you ever seen Arrow?
No, I don't think so.
With Oliver?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, if anybody has seen it, they'll know what I'm talking about. There's a part in that where he has to go.
Is this something I'm going to want to watch?
Do you like superhero stuff?
Yeah.
Do you like hot guys in tights?
Who doesn't?
Okay, well, you probably will want to watch it, but it's not a spoiler. It happens in like the first few episodes. But anyway, he has to go and take a lie detector test. And like his ex-girlfriend is there, she's a journalist, and it's her dad who's the police officer, as always is in these superhero things. And he has to take a lie detector test in a prison, and I can't remember the reason, but something happened in the prison previously, and so he had to take the lie detector test to prove it wasn't him. And one of the questions is, have you ever been in this prison before today? And he obviously knows how to trick the lie detector test, and he says no, and it comes up saying he's telling the truth. And then he walks out, and the journalistic daughter comes up and says, I don't know how, but I know you lied about this because we came to this in like second grade on a school trip, right? And I'm like, and the way he answers is so suspicious, right? When all he would have had to say is, not remembering something is not the same as lying. Like, he literally could have just forgotten.
So how did he reply, though?
I can't remember. But it basically was like, I don't know, it's like, you'll never prove it or something. It was something that wasn't logical, that wasn't not, like, he could have got away with it.
Yeah.
Instead, he just increased her suspicions. And all he had to say was, well, I didn't remember that.
So why does this annoy you?
I don't know. It's just, well, that's what I wanted to ask if anybody else has this, because I
just
watched
little
this,
niggling things.
Yeah, I watched it like 8
does
years
not
ago.
Make sense.
Yeah, I watched it like 8 years ago, and then just every so often, for no apparent reason, it just comes into my head, and I'm like, why did he do that? Why didn't he just tell
like
the
a
truth?
core memory in your brain or something? That's why it's still there.
But it's such a random thing. And so I'd get out of the bath and I go into my husband and I give him that whole rant, but more enthusiastic because it was fresh in my memory, and I'm just like, why? And
what did he say?
He was like, that's so random. I don't even remember his response. He was just like, your brain works weird. And I was like, I know, but these are the things that keep me up at night.
These are the things that lie in my bed and think of till 3 a.m.
Yes, and it is. And it's like, just, it's so random. And so that was my question, was, what random, like, absolutely trivial thing comes into your head and just frustrates you? Or just something random that you think about?
What was keeping me up last night? I kept panicking and thinking, so I helped edit the videos last night. I didn't do the putting the video together. Don't worry, guys. This is Steph that put the video together. I just took out bits that we didn't need. But then I kept thinking, like, did I delete the right part? Did I delete the part we didn't need, or did I delete the part I wanted to keep, like last night, and I was going in my head, and I don't know. I don't know why. I think it's because I didn't think about it at all, because I was quite ended up being busy after leaving Steph's, and then it was only once I like settled and was in my bed, I was like, oh, editing, and then it all just came to this.
Maybe you shouldn't help me edit then, if it's going to keep you up at night.
If I do it and then I like look through, I don't know, I never really had time to look through it properly and be like, right, okay, yeah.
Have you dyed your hair? It looks more blonde.
No, I've done my hair.
Oh, right, okay. Maybe I'm just so used to seeing it tied up.
Yeah, it's tied up or it's
But it looks very nice. It might also be the light.
Yeah. I did think it looked more blonde when I done it as well. I was like, I've just not had my hair done for a while.
By the way, the moon tonight is amazing. It's so big. And I tried to take a picture on my phone and it's just a light blob. How do people actually get photos of the moon? Do I need an iPhone? Is that the thing? When we get out of the car, when you take a picture of the moon.
But you have to, have you got the selfie stick in your car?
Maybe.
Because if you put it on the selfie stick so you're not thinking and it's to do with the exposure, then but you really need to be in a non-light pollution.
No, but other people manage.
Yeah, okay, I'll take one on my phone just normal.
Can you just try and see if it works? Because I want a picture. It looks
we are
so
currently
good.
sitting in Steph's car just now and I really feel like you should be turning your headlights off.
I didn't realise I left them on.
I just realised.
I put them on so you could do something.
Look
what
at
was
your
it?
hair.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Sorry guys.
That's why your hair looks on. That's where the light was coming from. It's
I don't want a battery to die. I'm like, these headlights shouldn't be on.
Oh, it's maybe too late for that. See if my car doesn't start now. Is your car here?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Yeah. Have you got jump leads?
No, but I'm pretty sure my friend's mum does.
Okay, good. Oh, now I'm panicking.
And if not, I can get you them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Uncle who lives across the road also might have them.
Oh, is this the
this
dishwasher?
Is the dishwasher, yeah. So that wee bit at the top, that you take that bit off and you pour the water in.
Oh, wait, you have to put water in it? Is it not plumbed into anything?
No, so it's got like a wee drainage pipe that you can maybe see in the video when I'm cleaning the sink.
So the dirty
water can leave.
Okay.
But you actually fill it up with...
I've always wondered how the over-the-counter ones work. See, I don't know, right? Because I think having something to wash your dishes would be great, but I don't know if I could cope with that big bulky thing just sitting on the bunker like that.
Yeah, no.
But then because even my microwave is kind of tucked away. My air fryer is on the bunker. But yeah, not that it matters. My bunker's always covered in rubbish. Anyway.
I don't have a lot of bunker space, so right now it's like I just feel like any bunker space I've got is filled with what?
Yeah, yours stress me out because they're cluttered. I like mine clear, but they're never clear because, like I say, they're always messy and
Mine's as clear as I can kind of get them, but it still feels cloud.
I like yours is all colour coordinated.
Yeah.
We'll need to get a photo of your kitchen on the channel. Or better yet, get that video sorted.
But because it's not, like, it's so cluttered. It's not even cluttered. It's just, like, so I've got my microwave, then I've got my coffee machine, then it's my cooker, then I've got, like, my tea, sugar, coffee jars,
and then you
my
have
kettle,
utensils.
Then utensils aren't there anymore.
Okay.
I've got rid of that. Then I've got my air fryer. Then it's, like, a little bit round, and then it's my sink. So there's
but then on after your sink, you have, like, a shelf.
I've got, like, a wee shelf thing for, like, baby cups, bottles, because if they're just lying out in the bunker and I don't have anywhere else to put them, but it's like, even if there's a plate left out, it just makes the place look even worse. So it's like I'm constantly feeling I'm having to, like, constantly keep on top of the tidying in the kitchen, and even having, like, dishes on the drying rack. I'm like, we need to dry these.
We just need to get you a dishwasher. You have a space for it now. We need to get you one, and then those can just go straight into the dishwasher.
And then that's it done, and there'll be no loads of dishes on the drying rack, and dishwasher is definitely needed for under the counter anyway.
So was this your second or third pass at the cooker?
I couldn't even tell you, but I'm sure I did it 3 times. I'm sure there was 3. And I mean, it does look a lot better. But I could have really done with, like, the plastic scraper.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. Have we left it in a house?
I don't know, we seem to do
Oh, wait,
that
no, the plastic one we did. We left that
in
that house where I cleared the floors. She's still not contacted us to go back there. I really want to go back there and clean that house. But we also have a lot of people to help right now. Oh, that reminds me. So we are getting interviewed on Monday for a newspaper, which is very exciting. We feel like celebrities.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway, so one of the things that I think they're going to ask us is, how many families have we helped? So we were trying to count it up, and I think we've helped, so far that I've counted, I think there's a few more, but we've helped over 26 families doing this. And that's since June. Was it June?
Beginning of June.
Yeah, so we've helped 26 families since June, and we have at least another 5 already booked in, and then we have like 30 on the wait list.
27, I think.
On the wait list.
On the wait list. But then there's a couple that still need to, like, confirm, and so it could be added, so it could be about 30,
which is crazy. So it just shows that we're definitely making a difference.
Yeah.
So 26 families, and some of those we've been to a couple of times. Like at least 3 of those we've had to go for multiple visits.
Yeah.
So this was when we started taking all of the rubbish outside, and there's a funny story actually with this. I don't know if you remember. So obviously this woman likes to use HelloFresh. And when you buy HelloFresh and it gets delivered,
I know where you're going with this.
when you buy it and it gets delivered, it comes with like these packs of like frozen water, like ice packs, in the boxes. And on the packs it says you can't recycle. Now I seen Danielle carrying, this is probably why your back's been thrown out this week actually. So I seen Danielle carrying this really heavy bag, and I was like, oh my god, what is in there? She was like, it's the packs out of HelloFresh. She was like, we can't recycle them. I was like, yeah, but did you not empty the water out of them? So she was just
I'm like, what? I'm like,
bag of
my
water.
brain never thought about that, okay? And then I was thinking, like, liquid, what kind of liquid is this? And I never took the minute to, like, right, this is just water. Like, I just was like, I don't know, okay? Do you know what? You can actually see it's the first thing I do in the video, and I'm taking all the packs of water off of the sink. So I was clearly just like, let's get everything cleared and then I can clean. So I must have just been ready to go, ready to clean my heart out, and didn't think about
it was so funny though to me. And then when I seen you struggling, I was like, what is in that? Why is it so heavy? Yeah, just a bag of water.
Yeah. Well, sometimes that's why I've dyed my hair blonde. Oh, yeah.
Were these cupboard fronts quite dirty?
To be honest, not really. There was maybe a wee bit of build up on them, but they were really easy as one pass, and then it kind of cleaned them up. I wouldn't say anything was really, really dirty, apart from obviously that bit above the hob, the fan top. Well, it is the extractor fan, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, extractor fan.
I think that was the only bit that was really dirty, and then obviously a couple of bits of the appliances.
Cool. Oh, I meant to say actually, first of all, thank you very much to those people who have been buying things from our wish list. I get so excited when the mailman comes. I've always loved getting mail, and I just get so excited. Although I say mailman, it's actually a mail woman that comes to me, so sorry.
Mail person.
Yeah, when the mail people come, I get really excited. And also I've started like ordering birthday presents for my daughter and my husband and Christmas presents. And so I never know what is coming to my house.
It's a surprise every time.
So I've opened a couple of parcels recently, and they've been things off of our wish list, which is amazing. So thank you. And I had a look at our wish list recently, and it says that somebody has bought the steam cleaner. But I wanted to check because the steam cleaner hasn't arrived. And so I wanted to check because we previously had plastic boxes on our wish list, and it said that somebody bought them and they never arrived. And so I was thinking maybe they bought them and ordered them for themselves. But because it was bought through the wish list, it looks like we have them. And so I just wanted to check if you did buy the steam cleaner and you bought it for us, it hasn't arrived. But if you bought it for yourself, then let us know if it's any good or not, so we can either keep it on there or take it off. But if somebody is on the wish list, I think it does say if we have the thing or not, but we actually don't have the steam cleaner. So if somebody did want to buy it for us, we would be very grateful. I'm so excited to try a steam cleaner and see, like, I've seen people using them like in the crevices on tiles and behind toilets, and it just looks like it's going to be so much fun. But yeah,
especially when it's like high build up. Like I've got a steam cleaner, but it's not as satisfying as the videos I watched before I bought the steam cleaner, because nothing's that dirty.
Yeah. Well, if we use it in some of these houses, then it might be really satisfying to try. Yeah. I think I watched Barbie using one a few times.
No, I could bring mine along.
So wait, so you have a steam cleaner?
A steam cleaner, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, disregard everything I just said.
No, don't.
Wait, why?
Because I don't want to...
you don't want to take it into these... Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I still want to keep it nice for personal use.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Disregard what I just said there then, that time. But yeah, anyway, where I was going with that is thank you for the people that have been buying from our list. I never name everybody individually because sometimes there's a lot of people, sometimes there's not that many. Sometimes people leave a name, sometimes they don't, and 90% of the time I lose the bit of paper. But we appreciate you, we really do. And I think Maureen, if I'm saying that correctly, is the one that just bought a few different things off the list that just arrived, and I was like, oh, so we now have...
I was about to say, you've not told me.
We now have sharp proof gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Which were on our list, so we can wear them underneath our disposable gloves.
Did we not need to get these for...
this clean that we've got coming up?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
So it's perfect timing.
The universe has sent us a present in the right amount of time. Oh,
so here are the before and after photos. Thank you for joining us this week. We will see you in the next one. And if you do like this kind of content, please like and subscribe and comment answering the questions that we've asked in this video, because I really like reading the comments. And yeah, bye.
Yep, bye.